You're listening to Off-Road Garage Podcast, and here are Jason and Jim.
And we're live. What's going on, Jason?
What's up, buddy?
Dude, my ears are still ringing, but life is good.
It's because you're listening to some crazy Russian rock metal.
Russian grindcore, baby. Yeah.
It's already a good time.
You fall into the wormhole. We got Kitty Cat JK in the house today. How are you?
Yeah, fantastic.
She just hit him with the
I
meow.
love the meow right off the gate.
It startled me. I thought you said call me ma'am, and I'm like, what?
What? Meow.
All right. So that's the show, everybody. We're out.
And we out.
Yeah, we're good.
That should be enough right there.
Meow.
So she was saying she was shocked that we invited her to the show. Doesn't have any idea why. But you saw the IG. You saw the punishment of that poor Dana 30 and then Patty's. And every corner.
Hard, dude. Wheels hard. I gotta find out. I gotta find out how. Why?
Jason hit me up. He's like, hey, check this out. I gotta have her on the show. I'm like, yeah? He's like, yeah, watch your IG stories. I'm like, watch them. And I'm like, yeah, dude. She punishes that rig for sure. Oh, Dana 30. She likes to party.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have her on the show.
Yeah. It's
30.
close enough to make it work. I like it.
38's on a Dana 30.
38's on a Dana 30.
38's on a 30.
Why not?
Hashtag.
I thought they were 37.
Hashtag that. By the way, we also throw all our great ideas on the internet for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah. Like your Jeep only runs on 6 cylinders. Should be a T-shirt.
Yes.
And we threw that out there. Like we should totally.
38's on 30 like a boss.
Yeah. Like a gangster.
You know what? You can say all you want, but that thing has survived for 4 years.
Yeah.
Until it didn't. But
All the way until it did. It's like the sea. That's like the plane crash. The plane flew all the way until it didn't.
it worked really well until it didn't.
Reminds me of Ken Sr. and his transmission story. Like, yeah, a Ford transmission will give its life, but it'll get you there. It's the same kind of like all the way to the end, bro. Like, ride it out. So 38's on a 30.
Yeah.
And we were talking, I mean, before the show we did a little talk. But
We
you've been
talked
to,
a lot.
You've been
We
to
should have
Winrock.
recorded a long time ago.
Yeah.
You've been to Winrock in it, Bundy Hill.
Yeah.
What else?
Rocks and Valleys.
Okay.
It was about a year ago. So it was when COVID hit. It was a year ago. Rocks and Valleys, I went 4 weeks in a row, like every Saturday for a month. And I threw in a trip to St. Helen in there, too.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah,
You know, it's nothing too crazy up there, but it's still.
I like Rocks and Valleys.
Rocks and Valleys is my favorite park in Michigan.
I agree.
hands down.
You been in Turtle Ridge yet?
Love it. No,
Ooh, Turtle Ridge.
Turtle Ridge is rowdy.
On Drummond?
no, never been.
Yeah, it's rowdy.
Ooh.
Yeah, you should probably get up there.
I think you should wait for the upgrades.
Yeah,
And then
once your
should go
upgrade is
up.
rolling, you should go up there. It's substantial. There's some pretty nasty stuff up there.
I'm gonna need 4-wheel drive probably. I only have 2-wheel
Well,
drive right
that
now.
would probably
I mean,
help.
if you bang the rev limiter enough, you'll figure it out.
I just posted that actually. I'm trying to find my rev limiter.
Really?
The Jeep won't let me find it.
4 low and then just put it on the floor. It'll
It'll find it.
I feel like that's happened, but
Yeah,
it
when
just
you see the needle on the tachometer just kind of bouncing,
no,
making a horrible, ugly sound. No,
not yet.
Have you
I'm
been
surprised
you
by
been
that. How
paying
have you
attention?
broken so many things and not found a rev limiter? You are gifted. I like it.
Yeah, somehow the 30 held together, but the 44 didn't, the sector shaft didn't, and the rev limiter never came into play.
Transfer case.
T-case, okay.
Yeah, broke that.
But the rev limiter never came into play at all.
No.
What is going on?
I don't know.
How did-
I don't know.
I think you might have like a unicorn 30.
I need help.
You're in the wrong spot, sister. Let me tell you what. If you're looking to us for help,
All right, I
I
gotta
like
go.
it. No, yeah, I'm out.
yeah, she came for therapy. I think she's in the
Yeah,
wrong
I
spot.
thought you guys were gonna help me. No, I'm perplexed. This is amazing.
You guys don't realize, like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never wheeled, all right? Like, wheeling is new to me. I've had this Jeep for 4 years.
Okay.
I leased a TJ, 12 years ago?
TJ life.
Right, leased it, loved it. It was stock.
Yeah,
Just loved Jeeps.
got into the
Didn't
life.
know anything about wheeling, right?
Yeah.
To me, wheeling was going in the mud.
Mudding.
Right.
Yeah.
Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hitting
If you-
some mud puddles on a nasty dirt road.
Yeah. If you put it in 4-wheel drive, you're
wheeling, right.
Yeah,
And that's true. That's accurate. Like, that's no knock,
right.
right?
It's pretty common for, especially like this part of the state of Michigan.
Right.
Yeah, there's really nothing around here but some, talked about nasty dirt roads.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man, have you taken
You
it
ever been out to King Road?
Yeah, you gotta take it there.
It's shut down now,
After
guys.
a rain, it's nasty.
Do you guys remember when I got stuck on the side of Walden Road in Clarkson, side of a dirt road?
I can't say that I
Stuck.
do.
Yeah,
but
I can't say I heard that
I'll show
story.
you that picture.
Oh, no.
I got stuck on the side of a dirt road.
In a Jeep on 38s?
Yeah, in the JK. Yeah.
On 38s?
Yep.
On the side of a road?
Yep.
Can you imagine driving by that mess? Like,
what? Like, where am I at? What just happened?
I just crossed into the Congo or something.
So I'm sitting there like, oh shit, and the water is up over the hood, and I'm like, oh god, son of a bitch. And then the sirens and lights behind me, and I was like,
because they think they need to water rescue you.
Like
the Coast Guard's
someone's dying. She's clearly distressed.
Medical emergency.
Okay.
Something has caused her to make this poor life choice.
God, I gotta show you guys the picture. Anyway, where do I go from there?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Let's start with the simplest part. Okay, so you leased a JK. You leased a 2-door JK. What was your?
Leased a TJ.
TJ.
Yeah, TJ. So you bought the JK.
Yes.
The TJ like fueled your passion for Jeeps. And you're like, yeah, this is rad. I'm okay with leaky floorboards.
I can take the doors off. I can take the top off. This is all right.
I never took the doors off that Jeep.
Okay.
Okay.
I bet you the frame is perfect too. Still.
Probably mint.
Jeep stuff started for me in college. College boyfriend. It was my first college trip. We went from Virginia Beach to the Outer Banks, North Carolina.
Okay.
In a
Very
TJ,
nice.
Top down.
Yeah.
I was like, this is America. This is freedom. This is life.
Next best thing to a motorcycle.
Right. That was the starting point.
So that was when you got bit. I got it. Okay.
Yep.
So Lisa TJ.
Yep.
Got rid of that. Adulted for a while, then got the JK.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. And adulting was stupid, so you went back to a Jeep.
I leased 3 Fusions.
Yeah. See, adulting.
Ford Fusions.
Adulting. Yeah.
Great car.
Simple car. Good fuel economy.
It's a great second car.
Right. It's a great second car.
Fuel economy. What is that you speak of?
It's not a Jeep term.
Actually, I'm getting really good. I'm getting really good gas mileage these days with no axle shafts and no drive shaft.
You found the secret.
Less drag.
It's like almost 18 miles a gallon right now on 38s. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh. You got the gearing is working for you. There's less drag in the front end.
Yeah.
All right.
Less weight from all the parts you took out.
You know, like some.
Yeah.
Less drag from the fenders. I mean, she's doing it right.
Are you saying that Jeep should have maybe put in some kind of unlocking hubs in the front axle?
No.
What?
Like free spins? No.
Are you trying to say that turning parts for no reason whatsoever is not a good engineering idea? How could that be?
But I can just slam it in the gear.
That's true. You can just put it in
whenever I need it. 60 miles an hour.
Because
Bam.
they don't make hubs that lock automatically.
4-wheel drive. Bam.
And other manufacturers. Not that they're any good. But.
My dad is finally catching on that he can roast me about Jeep stuff.
Yeah.
So he was like, so we were replacing the power steering pump the other day, and he put it on jack stands, and he's like, why is this free spinning? Do you have locking hubs? And I was like, hilarious, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
It's great. So funny.
Okay. So you got the JK.
Yeah.
This is what happens. We found these rabbit holes, and then we come back to the storyline, okay? You got the JK. Mm-hmm. What made you say, yeah, dude, 38s for a daily is a great idea?
Well, I bought it with 37s.
Oh, okay. So just next size up makes sense. I got it now.
Right. What's another inch?
Yeah, right.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So I bought the JK 40,000 miles.
You just like that even number, 38 or something. Like it just sounded like a better number.
Well, they were given to me, so I was grateful.
Yeah.
Super lucky. And they were like, well, we can give you 37s or 38s. I was like, fuck it, 38s. Like
38s are bigger.
What, you out of 40s?
Right. I was like, well, you shouldn't run 40s on a Dana 30. I know that much.
38s are totally
let's
cool.
Let's not go crazy. 38s are fine. Right. That'll be fine.
And it was for years, it sounds like.
4 years.
4 years of Windrock and Rocks and Valleys and...
So to be fair, it was one trip to Windrock that did it all.
That was
in August.
That was the fate of the 30.
The
dirty 30 met its fate in Georgia.
That was where all my problems started, and they're still going on.
It sounds like a lot of problems because that's when you got bit really hard by the bug too, right?
Yeah.
The wheeling bug got you.
That's when I said 1 tons.
Okay, tons. Okay.
Must have 1 tons. I can't do this anymore. Like it's got to be.
You got to be able to drive home.
Was
or
that
at least
the Dana?
Pull it back to the trailer with 4 tires attached.
Was that the 30 and the sector shaft in the same trip?
No, actually, I ripped the track bar off the axle. At Windrock. The sector shaft was at Bundy Hill a couple months after that.
How do you rip a track bar off an axle?
Oh, I've done that.
Okay. I'm doing something wrong, bro, because most of my stuff holds together.
You guys said before, you were talking about how your welds held.
Yeah.
My dad like inspect it. He was like, wasn't the weld, wasn't my weld.
Wasn't my weld.
He goes, I don't know how you did it, but you ripped that metal. You tore that metal.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't my weld. I love it.
Wasn't my weld.
It's
It's
the same
still
thing.
attached to that bracket. It's the chunk of axle attached. I've seen that too. It's then it
That's the
happens.
same thing you would said if I was on the side of a trail in Moab. Like, wasn't my fault.
Wasn't my weld. See that Heim joint still attached? It's just the rest of it's not.
That was a real dicey moment, though. That was a scary night.
Yeah, coil springs and no
It
track
is
bar.
not.
Pretty rowdy.
Was it the front track bar or rear track bar?
Front.
Front track bar?
Yeah.
It is not fun.
been there.
Did you try to drive it back?
I drove it back,
It's fun with no track bar
and
in
you
it.
know, Windrock is like you're 35 miles
I
from
don't
campsite.
know Windrock. I'm jealous of
Oh
that
my
you
God.
do know Windrock and
As
I
soon
don't.
as
Windrock's on our
soon,
list.
soon as this is done, we
I-
gotta go.
As soon as
We're
it's done,
leaving
like,
Change
right
your
now.
life.
like this show?
No, as soon as soon as I have four-wheel drive again.
I like the sounds of that.
I was
But
like,
no,
I'm on
I
vacation.
ripped. I broke my track bar at Drummond, and I was trying to get back on the roads at late at night. Which, like, thank God, there's not many police patrols on Drummond because there's no way I would have not gotten pulled over. I'm trying to turn, and I just see the front tire come out. You're like, oh no! Like, oh, there's a turn coming up. I'm like, I don't know what to do. We're going into the ditch.
Figure
Right.
it out. Hold on, everybody.
Yeah.
So basically, it's at Windrock, and you come off a trail after being out there for 14 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, everybody knows better, but somehow there's no food, no water. Everybody's drunk. Like, we've all made terrible choices. It's been a really long day.
That's some rowdy life choices right there.
Just, and it's my daily driver, but I'm on the side of the road, and I'm like, guys, my wheel's upside down, and
Did you look out and
something's
watch
broken.
the
Some-
tires
yeah.
like come in and out of the Jeep? That's the best.
And I'm the only girl. I'm like, something's broken on the Jeep, and nobody wants to listen to me. They're like, oh, she's
You're
what
fine.
She's
what does
fine.
she know?
It's
She's
fine.
like going
Right.
down a mountain.
Exactly. Literally down a mountain. So Windrock, again, you're 40 miles from the campsite,
Yeah.
switchbacks down a mountain,
No,
gotta have
no
all-
way
No
to move the
steering.
front tires at all.
Just,
No.
I was like, Jesus, like,
You start praying because
Jesus,
that's about all
take
you
the
got.
wheel.
Yeah.
Like, this
Well,
is all
he
I
could,
got.
but there's no way. The wheel's not connected really anymore.
So somehow, and my lights are in party mode, and I'm like, this is fine. And they say it's fine. It's fine. Like, just go, keep driving. Whatever. What are you gonna do? Die here? You're not. Like, just go back.
You might.
find the camp. Exactly.
Just gonna live here now.
So we get back to camp, and in the morning, everybody looks at the Jeep, and they're like, oh my God, oh shit, like, was she fucking?
Like, how'd you make it back?
How did she make that?
Yes.
Like a boss.
But now you're hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So now the solution is not don't do that again. The solution is build the Jeep better so that doesn't happen again.
I mean, that sounds right. That sounds.
It's
Right?
you're chasing dreams. But yes, eventually you'll get there,
Right?
and then you realize you have a full-on Ultra 4 car,
yeah.
which I feel like you're not opposed to.
Not at all.
So she has to drive it to work in the winter.
Oh, I'll daily drive an
Take her
Ultra
little-
4 car. I don't
Take
care.
her
Yeah,
net
right?
off.
I will.
Pull her net off, and the snow is just her whole face is frozen. The snow.
She's down for that. I think.
Right to the mall
You're
every
just-
day.
You're out there every morning, taking off the can of lube to spray the Heim joints. I don't want these to rust up. So it freezes up. This shit is expensive.
Okay.
Getting pulled over. What is that? That's full hydro steering.
Officer.
Officer doesn't know the rules because he doesn't know the laws of.
You haven't heard about
I just
officers?
Just do this.
Is
You're
that
fine.
that doesn't work for me?
Yeah, same.
The same effect. I don't have that same
You
effect.
see that meme where the
I
dude,
just
she's
go to
like, I didn't
jail."
think you gave pretty girls tickets. She's like, we don't. Sign here. Press hard. Press hard. 5 copies. I'm like, damn.
Wow, burn, burn.
That'd be me. Like, just trying to fluff my beard up like, officer.
Officer. Oh no.
But yeah, Windrock was the catalyst to all of this. It wasn't the first drive in the TJ that the guy had in college. It wasn't leasing my TJ. It was not buying my JK. It was that trip to Windrock.
Just
In
punishing
August.
a poor vehicle with a minivan motor inside of a mountain.
Because I was trying to keep up, and I did keep up with all the V8 guys
Okay.
Yeah.
in buggies.
So you need an LS swap too?
Shouldn't. Oh yeah, that's gonna happen.
I mean, you gotta get rid of that minivan motor.
Have to
Yeah.
call.
Again,
have to have her call Timmy.
Jeep engineers.
What is
Maybe let's not take the engine out of a freaking minivan and put it in a 5,000-pound four-wheel drive vehicle.
What is this rev limiter you speak of? I still haven't found mine.
It sounds cool.
You just hold it to the floor. It works itself out. It does sound good. It does sound awesome.
My Jeep won't do that.
Really?
Yeah, I've tried.
Does it have like safety mode in it or something? What year is yours?
I think it's 12.
Okay, maybe it had. Oh, because she got the
safety
the
mode.
Penn-Star.
Oh my God, safety
Oh, she's
mode.
got the better
motor than I got because mine does it.
She's got the upgraded down a country motor.
I think I might have the Voyager. She has on a country. That's a difference.
No, I still got. No, I guess I got a 4-liter.
Yeah.
It's like the G motor.
My TJ's got a 4-liter. Shut up.
And it's way more. It's faster than mine. Pro tip: when you buy a Jeep Grand Cherokee and they gave you a 4-liter, they also gave that 4-liter asthma, because they're like, you didn't pay for the V8.
You should have bought the V8.
You have like 10 horsepower. You have to bounce it off the limiter to go anywhere.
It's kind of fair.
I feel so.
Yeah.
You cheaped out. You didn't get the V8.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get an asthmatic 4-liter. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Here you go.
Have to have her call Tim
These
Ryan.
are your choices. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Tim Ryan on the V8.
Tim, if you're
swap
listening,
shop.
we need some V8 advice for a JK.
I know Tim
two-door.
Ryan.
Yeah, we've had him on this twice. Yeah.
He's been super cool.
He's rad, dude.
Yeah.
We love him.
Awesome.
Very
Yeah.
cool guy.
Yeah.
We're supposed to go
He's
wheel
trying-
Sand Hollow with him.
Oh my God. When are you going?
We don't know yet. We're trying to work it out because he wants to go to Ultra 4 race. I want to go back to Moabs. We're trying to figure
I'm
out.
going to King of the Hammers.
It's like we're
I
married.
got to check that out.
We got to like plan our vacations around each other. We're hoping to go to Ultra 4, King of the Hammers, and Angel from 7 slot. Go check that out.
Yeah.
We got invited with Fly Racing to go down there. We got invited by True North Racing to go down there. But then Tim's like, "Hey,
Cracker Fab.
come to Sand Hollow," and
Sand
I'm like,
Hollow
"That
and
sounds
do
super
that.
rad."
Trail Hero and all that stuff like
Oh
that.
Yeah.
my God.
So
Yeah.
it's just not enough time
Yeah.
to do all the rad. So we got invited
We
to
got to
go.
find the right sponsors to give us an RV and a
It's a
trailer. And
It's a week of driving.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah.
it drives forever.
We could probably do it in 3 days.
It's because we don't sleep. We just drive straight through.
Caffeine.
But even there and back, like,
That's
you
6
know,
days. Yeah.
Pro tip,
Yeah.
that's probably what you need to do, is you need to lease a truck and get a trailer. That's the best thing you can do for a Jeep.
I still make payments on the JK.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
I'm about to 1-ton swap it.
Yeah.
Why not? The bank approves that, don't you?
Barely.
Oh, I should have worn my shirt.
Barely.
Which one?
The one from Angel. It says, "Does the bank know you're doing what you're doing with their Jeep?"
I should have worn our Dare shirt.
We got to get her one
Oh, yeah, we'll have to get you the Dare to wheel without 1 tons.
because she did. Don't worry, the all the covers she has makes up for it. The diff covers are saving
Yeah,
everything.
you got the hard diff covers. They seem to work right for you. Diff covers and light bars, that's where it's at.
It's the Dana 30, blessed by God.
It worked for you. I mean, I'd say, yeah, run it. You should get that same
Till
diff
it didn't-
cover.
It's just really disappointing, man. Like, on 23, so I
That's
go to
when
the
it
shop to get a
grenades?
quote, right, and then all of a sudden I'm like, uh-oh.
Did
I'm
it have-
driving, I'm like, oh.
Did the shop do it?
What noises
No,
exactly
no.
did it? Like, what does a grenading 30 doing highway speeds sound like?
Probably awesome.
Besides just terrifying.
Not a ton of sounds, and
Okay.
thankfully there was traffic
Okay.
that was backed up, so I was going slow.
Okay.
Like I wasn't at speed.
I probably saved
Right.
your butt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Can-
as I
like,
imagine,
can
like
you
a front
imagine?
axle locking up cannot be a good thing. Did it lock up, or you just kind of
It just kind of gave
Self-destructed.
way, and I've
Self-clearanced?
tried. Yeah, I've tried to like think back to what
Okay.
exactly happened.
Working
There
through the
wasn't a-
traumatic experience again.
Right. There wasn't a bang. There wasn't like a there was nothing really significant.
Okay.
It was just kind of like a release.
front drive shaft attached? Yes or no?
Yes, barely.
Kind of like a release, like it's slipping to sweet death. Like just
It just you just slowly
Yeah.
let it go. You
Right.
felt the life
Euthanasia.
yeah.
force. Felt the life force slip
Yeah.
away from that Dana 30.
I'm gonna make her a shirt. I euthanize 30s.
It was a
I'm giving out our
solid
good ideas.
20 seconds of peace. Where the Jeep was driving smoother than it had in a long time. I was like, wow, there goes the vibration.
It's like finally this thing is
Whoa.
self-healing.
It fixed itself. Oh my!
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, I know this isn't good. And then 2 seconds later, it's like,
Yeah.
just horrible. Just
Tell me you're a Jeep person without telling me you're a Jeep person. When the Jeep finally drives
Wait,
smooth and you're
hold
like,
on.
this isn't good. That's how you
the,
know.
all the noises went away,
Yeah.
and it's driving it. What? It's doomed. We're dead. We're dead.
It happened to us a couple times. Like, hey, it's getting quiet. Something's wrong.
It's not great. Right. It's great for a minute, right? This is fantastic. So and I'm on this. I was already in the right lane because that's the only
Jeep
thing
life,
I.
Right?
That's the only thing I ever do anymore because it's been problems before that. This is after my transfer case broke.
Okay.
This is after all the other issues I've had.
Did it break or explode?
Exploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you pictures.
Yeah, they don't just break nicely.
Yeah, my dad was like, "Well, you have a." So one day he goes, "Your transfer case is leaking. It's cracked." And literally the next day he goes, "Well, I can put my whole fist through your transfer case." Mm-hmm. So
the TJ you had in here.
Oh yeah, there's one. There's still parts from one in that gray cart, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, hey,
my kid was driving this.
My kid was driving it down the highway, and I think my transfer case broke. I don't know. The 4-wheel drive shifter just moves up and down, doesn't really do anything. I pull it in here. I'm like, you realize the drive shaft's just chilling on this cross member here, there's a chain just hanging down.
Is that bad?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
They're not quick disconnect at all.
So this happened on 23, right? And I finally get off the road. I got someone on my tail, of course.
Just 23.
I was like, because they don't realize Jeep life.
I'm going 4 miles an hour. My life is over. I know this now. So I throw in my hazards and whatever. And I was like, thanks, guys.
We need that bumper sticker. Don't follow too close because there's at any moment you could catch shrapnel and oil.
Stop.
You could die.
Make it. Don't give it away.
Die.
You will die. Right. So I finally pull off. And I'm not a mechanic. I don't know a lot. I know a little bit. So anyways, I get under the Jeep, and I'm like, well, it's clearly a front, axle, drive shaft, whatever it is issue. I know I have solid drive shafts.
Right.
It's not the drive shaft, but I put my hand in the drive shaft, and it's
nailed it.
Like this.
Yeah, not good.
I was like, oh. I'm not sure how that's not fallen out. It's hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
My drive shaft is like, oh, my God, please.
Saying the rosary underneath there.
Right. So I call my dad. Long story short, he comes out. I was like, just take the drive shaft out. Hopefully that's it, right?
Yeah.
So we pulled the drive shaft out, and I drove it around the parking lot. No.
Still making noise, Dad.
It's terrible. I go, well, I don't know, so you drive it. And he drives it 4 feet, and he's like, fuck this. Nope.
No
Done.
good. Yeah, no good's coming of that.
Call a flatbed, and that was,
Oof.
And that was recent, right?
April 23rd.
Right to the date. April 23rd, my life changed.
Yeah.
That's when my life changed.
I should get a tattoo.
Right?
If I had extra money, I
Yeah,
would get a
if you weren't a
tattoo,
Jeep person.
I just want that'd be so awesome. What is that? Is that really sentimental to you? No, that's the day my Dana 30 died.
I feel like you should get a Jeep tattoo,
Hardcore.
an actual Jeep, and then let's put red X's over all the stuff you broke.
That's a good idea. I think everyone in the Jeep should probably do that. They should just put Jeep and then a list of all the parts.
TK, sector shaft, Dana 30.
Just dates.
Yeah.
You don't need
hard top, soft top.
Just looks like you lost an orphanage of a family. Oh no, it's just. Did you lose a school bus full of kids? No, that was my transfer case.
I drive
my
Jeep.
Pinion. I drive a Jeep.
Yeah.
Jeep life.
So that was a
Toyota
flatbed
guys
ride
are
home
laughing
from
at us.
Fenton.
Yeah.
Awesome. And now we're...
Well, we took it back to the shop, and the shop pulled I was like, just pull the axle shafts. I already knew.
You knew it was a wrap.
Gut it and run it.
Right.
Hell yes.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, what could go wrong?
Don't let the wheels fall off. It's fine. Whatever. It's a JK. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
And here we are.
She
Waiting
drove
on
it here.
parts.
It's out there in the parking lot.
2-wheel drive race Jeep. That's the way I see it.
Jeep speed event coming up.
And since then, power steering pump went bad. What else? Now I'm afraid my tires are going to explode.
At any moment because bad news.
Because bad news.
And then there's a video of you slapping the steering wheel because that makes things work.
It does actually make the so I can check my gas mileage.
Oh,
which,
okay.
Who cares? But
Mine doesn't work either.
The button doesn't work until you hit. You got to
Mine
hit
too.
it just in the right spot.
She's gonna show you how to do the special steering
Does
wheel.
your blower motor pee water?
No.
So if I turn my AC on and turn left, water comes out of my dashboard.
This episode is not gonna sell any Jeeps.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So I went to the chiropractor. I went to see Dr. Chris.
Yeah.
And I was in his office. I'm like, looked at my floorboard. I'm like, it's getting wet. So I started doing circles, and it's just water just, as long as it's on AC,
What is going on?
water just pisses out of my blower motor. My whole floorboard's wet.
Did it finally stop? You did.
I replaced the blower. I had the shop replace the blower motor.
Right, because it was blowing smoke.
Yeah. It was apparently just misted water.
It just blow magical smoke. It was like a Like a Halloween set.
So apparently if I would have waited and gotten to 12, I wouldn't have that problem, but I'd have like whatever she's got going on. Because mine's an 11.
You're just slowly turning into a fishbowl.
Yeah, if you want to go for a ride, you got to wear waterproof shoes because you're going to get wet, bro.
Oh my God.
Why am I here right now?
Why do I have,
why
like,
do I love this?
Yeah.
Like,
This
what,
is a horrible
what is
idea.
wrong with me?
I feel like I have the oldest Jeep here and I have less problems.
Yeah, you do. You have the oldest Jeep out of the crew. Because I got
it's
99,
good.
99, 01, and 11.
Nice 96.
Nice. Well, you got two old. What's your CJ?
I got the 71
Yeah.
CJ in the garage.
And you got the
Nice.
40-something
Well,
art
that
piece.
one's yard art.
That's a yard art.
It's a flatty.
Yeah.
I rescued that from the woods
Awesome.
and put it in my woods.
To be yard art.
Family's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know.
Leave
I
that
can't-
alone.
I couldn't just leave it in the woods alone.
Right.
Like, I had to be able to, like, you know.
We go sit in it once in a while.
Do
We're
you
driving.
have a heart?
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
How can leave a flatty, like, oh,
No.
it's gorgeous. Michigan yellow, too.
Yeah.
Someone utilized that thing for some fun
Yeah.
because it's got some I researched, it's got some old school upgrades.
Awesome.
The one over here?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You notice the headlights are blacked out? Like, that thing was raced hard.
Okay.
And they, so, you really want to know this? Anyway, it put a Kaiser, because it's the flat 4-cylinder.
Right.
A Kaiser head on it, and an old timer told me that increased compression.
Oh.
So you got a little extra ponies out of the old flathead 4-cylinder.
Put a shot of Jack in the oil
The
to thin out the mix,
Kaiser
too.
cars had the same engine, but they had a different head on them, so that it was the swap. That was the performance.
That was
you know, back before performance parts, you
Right.
just mixed and matched whatever freaking worked.
It's like when I flopped over my air filter in high school because I got that whistle sound. Like the same kind of deal.
It adds airflow, bro. But like everything's siliconed on it, so it was like, or whatever was caulk, probably some roofing material or something at the
Tar.
time, whatever, like waterproof it.
Yeah.
So obviously, like the steering is all bent. Like it obviously took a bad roll. I think it was having some fun back in the day. She took a bad roll, and that was her demise. So
Still lives on in our hearts, though.
it does. It's gorgeous out there, just rusting, turning back into earth slowly. But I gave her a good home. You know, it was a development area. I was gonna get crushed or sent to scrap. I couldn't let it go.
She's on display. We see
I
her.
brought it back, and they're like, "You gonna?" I'm like, "No, there's no chance of restoring
Yeah.
it. There's nothing left, but I'm gonna put it off in the trees and yard art it."
Go out there and pour a little whiskey on it once in a while. Let it know we love it.
My dead homies.
Yeah.
My
Pour
dead
one-
day in the 30s.
Pour one out.
My dead.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Guys.
I should do that.
It's
I'm gonna start collecting Dana 30 housings and line them up like the
Make a
Cadillacs.
fence out of them, yeah.
Like the Cadillacs.
Sounds like you got to hang out with her long enough. You'll pick them up.
Sounds like she's upgrading. I don't think there are no more 30s in
She
her
might call
near
you, hey, get
future.
these out of my house. I want these
Listen.
30 and this 44 gone.
it's been a blessed 4 years, but I'm looking forward to the future.
A blessed
Waiting on parts like everybody else
Do you,
right
you
now.
wanna let the world know what you're upgrading to?
Dynatrack 60s.
Damn.
Front and rear.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah.
So excited.
Went
That's
full
awesome.
gangster on them.
Yeah.
Full gangster. Oh.
Dude, you're
Yeah.
thrashing the place.
Yeah,
That's
I'm not used to
exciting.
having somebody else in the bubble so I can move my legs around.
Yeah. It works though.
Yeah.
I bought. So I already got the wheels.
Okay.
Those came in.
Nice.
What'd you go with?
KMC's grenades.
Nice.
KMCs. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Now you're just waiting on something to put them on. Because you can't even run them because you're missing some
And,
lug nuts.
Yeah,
and
right.
according to your stories, you're still up in the air on what you're gonna wrap them with.
Tires. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I'm not sold on anything for sure.
Okay. You're not leaning towards anything at all?
Leaning towards Mickey's.
Okay. We
Which
had them on the
ones?
show. I really like talking to those guys.
Yeah.
They seem really rad.
Which one?
Baja Bosses.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
So I wheeled with
Hell yes.
Ari
Yeah.
and Alex, and they both ran them, and they did pretty well. We were down in Pennsylvania at the AOAA, the Anthracite Area Off-Road Park, and they did really well in the shale, and they were great tires.
They get cut up at all? Or
Not
they
like
hold
ours
up?
did. Not like because
Okay.
the BFGs we had, we were on 37-inch BFG KM3s, and they got shredded.
Okay.
But the Mickey seemed to hold up pretty well.
I love that tire.
Yeah.
I really do. Because it's like that. I'm like, when we talked to the guys, I'm like, did you just like find an RC car and a Moon Rover? And you're
That's
like,
the
"This is tire?"
XTT. She's looking at the Baja Bosses, right? Like the
Isn't that
regular.
the same one?
No,
What am I thinking of?
the XTTs.
I don't know the difference.
The XTT's got the big bar across, it's like a pi sign, like a pi symbol. You're looking at the Baja Boss. It's more like mud terrain, like you can drive it every day.
This is the part in the show, Katie, where everyone yells at us, like in their car. They're like, "You idiots!"
We need the guy from like Joe Rogan to put it on the screen for us.
We don't have that guy.
Well, find him.
We can't find him.
Get one of your kids. Get out here and Google this for us.
Get out here and Google this for us. Like, they're going to know what to Google.
I just said Baja Boss and XTT. Just put it in Google.
Baja Boss is the RC truck looking one.
I don't think so, big homie.
I have to say, I've had really good luck with my...
Which is that one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
See?
You're going to daily drive that thing?
That thing's rad. I
Fuck
support your decisions.
Thank you.
Last,
Thank
like,
you.
3 days.
Finally,
really do.
somebody.
I really do.
Thank you.
Because when we first saw those, were we in Moab when I saw those? I was like, pull over.
Yeah, they're on...
I have to touch those. I have to make sure that they're real.
I don't care about
That is a tread
noise.
design. Who does?
Well, a lot of people, apparently. They're like, oh, you don't want that on a daily driver. It's loud.
Yeah. Do you see that tire?
Do you not see what
People are
right.
going to think you just came from the moon. Like, that tire is... It has to work because it looks like it can't do anything else but work. I love it. That's what I told the people at Mickey Thompson.
I appreciate people who are like, looking out for a daily driver, right?
Yeah.
My only consideration for a daily driver is safety. I don't want sidewalls blown out. I don't need anything exploding. Like,
Not
that's
on that large of a tire.
That's
What size are you going with?
40s.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing 1 tons, you're doing 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a big sidewall to blow out.
Right.
To just
That's what I'm
Scary.
thinking. That's
right.
what I'm thinking.
Like, if I'm on the freeway.
And those are the new ones, right?
Those are the Baja Bosses.
Yeah.
Those are the Baja. Yeah.
Those are the regular Baja Bosses, apparently.
Oh, yes.
Those are nice, too.
Those are the ones that
like
I
those
wheeled
too.
with in Pennsylvania. We've seen
Okay.
the other ones
In Moab.
in Moab.
And we saw those. Whose Jeep was that? What's the name of that?
There was a couple. Was it
what's her
Kate?
name that drives the light blue Jeep with
A
the white
Mischief
stripe?
Maker?
Mischief Maker. I think it was
Holly.
her Jeep. Yes. Because I was like, I have to. Like, I'm
He
sorry.
squeezes them. He walks up to them and squeezes them.
Like, oh, they're stickies. We were like, they're awesome. I'm like, it's like
yum.
a pencil eraser. Like, this is rad.
Yeah, he was very excited.
I don't have a lot of
about
experience.
Mickeys. They
with,
just stick out.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with tires. This is only the Pats I have now are only the second set I've run.
Okay. What'd
the
you
Jeep.
have? What came on it?
What I bought it with?
Yeah.
Bridge grapplers.
Kumos. Kumos.
I thought for sure it'd be like the one that was like a dragon scale.
Kumos.
It's like a dragon.
I have not seen a more confused look on your face when I said Kumo. You were like, what the what?
I know exactly what tire you're talking about. And I'm like, yeah.
Well,
Right.
they were on the Jeep, and I
I
didn't
get
know
it.
any better. Whatever.
I'd run them if they came on the Jeep.
They were
Run them till.
terrible. They were okay. They never failed. So at this
Yeah.
point, if they didn't fail, like,
They're doing pretty good.
right,
I think
ran them for 2 years. It was fine.
mine came when I got it. It had 33-inch Hankook.
And cool.
MTs.
Yeah, because you sold them to your cousin or something.
Yeah, and he put them on his TJ, which is perfect.
But at
And
this
that's
point,
the
if you're
difference. That's
if you're
the
gonna
pro.
if you're gonna
Yes, the
spend
pro. That's
$1,000
badass.
or $1,500 or whatever, like spend a little bit more and get something quality. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And
You
what
know.
you want.
Yeah.
right.
Whatever. Get what you
Right.
want, what you're happy with.
And at this point, I'd rather pay full price than
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
a discount on something that could potentially fail and
Right.
kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, death is never a great outcome.
It's scary. Like, I can't believe, and I've had a lot of people follow up and send me pictures of failed tires.
You'd
you
like
know,
have to have that on your
Shreds ripped
tombstone.
off, like,
Yeah.
like, ooh.
That's one thing to fail
Died.
on a trail at 6 miles an hour, but to fail since
Right.
it's a daily.
Yeah, at
Right.
70.
You get-
Die doing what you love on free tires.
Right,
Right. Carcass separation at 80 sounds terrible.
right.
Yeah, not good.
No.
But-
And they make Mickeys out of Play-Doh.
They do. We sent them Play-Doh. Play-Doh. They have Play-Doh.
They said they make, when they do like a new tire design, they make clay models of the tires. So I sent them like 4 jars of Play-Doh and says, next tires, make sure they're Off-Road Garage Podcast branded or something.
Yeah, podcast approved. Yes, they take a drag radial that's completely flat, and then they mold the tread blocks
With clay,
so they
yeah.
can like see it and see if it works for them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome to talk to.
We had was it you said you want to be the president? Is that the right word for him? We had like the boss and the developer for Light Truck on a couple episodes ago. to develop drop the new Baja radial something or other.
Yeah.
And they were
so
rad.
bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mickey Thompson, but it was awesome. Sure.
Yeah.
This is how it operates, kids.
That's why we got to have the person to put it on the screen. So I can be like, yeah, that right there. Episode 62. See right there.
I know. People are like, hey, don't you remember your own episode? I'm like, no, I don't remember what I talk about. I barely. Yes, exactly. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Oh, you usually hear the ice jingling in the cup.
Yeah.
That's where it goes.
At least I learned my lesson about fake beadlocks. I will run actual beadlocks.
Okay.
Yeah. I pulled 2 tires off the bead at Windrock.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Twice.
You're so rowdy. I love it.
Once was on Trail 44.
Okay.
Like up a hill. Nobody had any tools. So I go into this like, you guys know what you're doing. Everybody's well equipped, and everybody knows. Like everybody has things to fix whatever goes wrong.
Right.
No worries, right? So
what was the group number you went with? Like how many people?
3 other rigs. Me and 3 other rigs.
Perfect size too. Perfect size.
4 rigs.
Actually make it down the trail. And
I'm the only V6, right? Everyone else is V8, twin turbo V8. Like I should not be there. You don't fully understand.
Yeah.
Windrock in August, right? Track bar ripped off the axle. All the other shit that I almost broke a finger. All the other shit that happened.
Almost broke a finger related to the track bar or something else?
No, it was
like
unrelated.
Mountain
Caught
fight
it in the
over
wheel.
like a moonshiner or what?
No, just caught it in the wheel like a rookie.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And so so I'm on a bypass, right? My buddy's like, take the bypass, it's easy, right? So I'm on the bypass, and I look and I go, oh, this isn't so great. I'm pretty sure I pulled a tire off the bead. I'm pretty sure I have a flat tire. And he looks back and he's like, God damn it, you obviously have a flat tire. Like, shit.
Doesn't take a rocket science to figure that one out.
Up a hill, no tools, no jack, no nothing. So
Perfect.
they're looking in the back of the JK like, well, she's got a stock jack.
It's got to have the scissor jack.
Broke that.
Yeah, of course.
Didn't work.
Immediately,
right?
yeah.
So pile of rocks, couple of white guys, like just thank God I have onboard air, or otherwise,
right.
You
got that going for you, yeah.
Right.
Nice. Right. Okay.
Onboard air or like a CO2 tank, like a compressor or a tank?
Compressor.
Okay.
Yeah, that was one of the first upgrades my dad and I decided to do in the Jeep was onboard air.
Smart.
That's a really smart upgrade.
We saw the thing where it's like all 4 tires at once.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
You can just hook them up, push the button,
Yeah.
That would have come in handy on the last trip.
Every trip, bro.
Just saying.
That's like the worst part of the trip. Like you're done, you're sick of being in the truck, you want to air up.
No tank, no,
Right.
It's just always ready to go.
Is that like a Diablo or something like that?
Well, my dad custom made it, but it's based off the innovative JK Solutions kit.
Okay.
He saw that and he was like, "That's genius."
Right.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
That sounds pretty rad.
That's freaking rad.
Yeah, because like
I've
I've had all the 12 volts in my Jeeps, and it's like one tire at a time. Takes like a day to do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you've seen that piece of crap pump I had.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we burned that out.
My CO2 was awesome because it's super fast, but you can run out.
Yep. And
Right.
then you're trying to source the CO2.
Yeah, and find
Right.
like a fire. Like I go to like a firefighter extinguisher repair place, and they can do it for me. But like the one place by us only does it on Tuesdays. So like, yeah, if you're going on Friday and it's not done, it's not done.
Right.
There's beadlocks for you. It's an actual beadlock. See how mushy the tire is, all mushified. Yeah. It's Sean's ATX slabs and AOAA all mushed. Yeah.
He goes hard.
Yeah, he goes ham. Shout out Sean if you're listening. I love your face.
Yum.
So you really thrashed it at Windrock.
I was just trying to keep up, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that she blows it apart on a bypass too.
Really.
This is easy. And then after that happened, after that got fixed, right? So you put the like, all right, we'll just keep going. You're fine. I was like, this is not fine. This is not fine. This is not fine.
Right.
Horrible, right? There's no bypass at Windrock. The bypass is
Still a 6 out of 10.
the welcome trail. My buddy Jeff Pratt crashed on the welcome trail.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh. Did they break anything?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
broken.
I like how she just like, duh.
I know, right?
I said crashed, idiot, not drove around.
Yeah. Dumbass. How many days were you there?
We were there for probably, I think it was like 5 days.
Okay.
I wheeled 3 full days.
Nice.
And then the Jeep said no more.
She said, please
The Jeep
stop.
and I both said no more.
You're done getting beat up.
Yeah.
The Jeep, you, and the bank account?
Yeah.
I think we're done. I think this is good.
Everybody.
We've reached the weekend budget.
I think everybody broke that trip.
Right.
I mean, it's Windrock.
Yeah.
You guys, we gotta go.
It's Windrock.
We gotta go.
We gotta go.
Duh. It's Windrock.
It's insane. It's really. So that was my first moment.
Maybe when Angel finishes
really.
the YJ, we'll all meet in Windrock.
That'd be rowdy.
Yeah.
Until Angel finishes YJ, you'll have your parts in. We can get something here running good enough to take down there.
Late fall.
That might be the final trip of the CJ, but whatever.
All right. Just go get rowdy in Windrock.
Yeah.
Trail 16
Yeah.
What is Trail 16?
was the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a badge of honor, which I don't really care about badge of honor
You got to
stuff.
get it, though. I mean, you got to get it.
But that was the first day, so Monday. Long story short, again, we're on a trail, whatever. My buddy, and there's an obstacle where basically you have to like send it, if you're not lined up perfectly,
Okay.
whatever. So my buddy Jason lines
It's not
me up.
Widowmaker, is it?
No.
Okay.
Lines me up. He goes, go. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay, well, I'll just go. Just nailed the gas pedal, sent it up. And it happens so fast, right? Like, you don't really process what's going on. You don't have time to think about it. You're
Carnage
not
does,
sitting
yeah.
there going, like, okay, this is what I should do. This is what I should not do. Like, just go, right? So
Especially
I just
as like
went.
a new wheeler. Like, I mean, you're new to
Right.
wheeling at this point, and they brought you to Windrock.
The most I've ever done is Rocks and Valleys to this
Okay.
point.
And now you're at Windrock, and they're like, go.
Go.
Just
You'll be fine.
So I go.
you let the eagle
Right.
speak, full send.
So I go, and the next thing I know is all the guys, every single guy is like, oh my God.
The dude noises.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God, right?
Dude noises. Oh!
And the guy in front of me is like, holy shit, I just saw your Jeep 4 feet in the air.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
What do you
I'm just like,
mean?
like just
She's got Justin
driving
Bieber
out,
blaring
like,
in there. Baby, baby, baby. Whoa.
Not off the rev limiter. Do you ever give it back to them? Do you ever yell at them, hit it with your purse?
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. I love
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite line?
Yeah.
I enjoy that line. And if I hear her yelling, I'm
Just
done.
laughing.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like,
Either roll it or leave at this point.
yes. you
No
got-
video, no pictures.
Of course, that's
no
when you do your
capture
best action.
of that moment, right?
Yeah,
My
you
first
never-
real moment wheeling like
Giving it
men.
the beans,
I
just
wheeled
hitting it
like
hard.
men, right? Nothing. There's no
That's my
memory
job.
except what's left in my brain, which is
Yeah.
well.
That's what he's good at.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
He'll sacrifice the body to get a shot.
I almost got hit like 4 times in AOAA.
We've gotten really good at me going full throttle towards his face.
Yeah.
With the tires spinning. I'm off the rev limiter, mind you. And then like have to get on the binders quick before I just kill my
We were
friend.
on a event with Milestar Tires this past weekend, 2 weekends ago, and I was
Yeah.
hanging out the side of his truck while he was driving on trail to get photos of the truck behind us.
I saw that.
Yeah. It's like, just don't hit me into a tree, bro. I got this.
We had one tree.
Yeah.
I didn't have much of a choice.
I protected the camera, though. It's all that really mattered. Got a branch at the back of the head. I'm like, my camera. So, yeah, next time, if you go wheeling, I'll come and I'll make sure I got some photos of you 3 feet off the ground, tires just churning. Big devilish smile, like, I got a 60 now. I don't care.
At a 60.
And I'm just like,
Break
what?
something else.
I don't know what happened. And all the guys are like, what the oh my God, who brought this girl? Like, she just showed us all up. Like,
Hi.
shit. Right?
You should listen to Bieber while you wheel.
Here I'm at the top of the trail with my 30 surviving 38s. Oh.
And then 23 took it
What's
out.
the matter? That turbo swapped V8 can't do it?
No, he did it. He did it. He did it easily. But
Yeah, but I mean, as he should.
then he looked back
As
and
he
was
should.
like, okay.
You gotta love when
That's
Trail
the best.
16,
Okay.
Trail 16
the
that's down there can't compare to 23 with our potholes.
That's accurate, actually. I didn't break the Dana 30 at Windrock. I broke it on 23. Shit.
coming through town. And
Dunsies.
the poor thing probably just got tired and just gave up.
I was like, listen, my future's not looking good.
Yeah.
I'll always wonder if it started at because again, Windrock was the start for all of my.
I'm sure there were stress fractures
that
or
happened.
something because he grenaded his Dana 30 in West Branch doing the same thing. Wheel stand and it came down and both huge ones let go.
Jeez.
And that was in snow, so that wasn't even anything crazy.
Yeah.
That was what prompted Professor Von Tunswap to be Van Tunswap and not Von 30 guy.
Yeah, it's not as fun of a name.
Yeah.
Makes me sound like I'm smart. I just weld things together.
My 30 is doing okay, knock on wood. Let's get some salt.
This guy has got a low pinion 30 to survive Moab.
Since I've had it in my Jeep since 99. It's been in my Jeep.
It's a unique 30 because it does have lockout hubs. It's got the lockout hub conversion.
Yeah.
Really?
Dana 30 with lockouts and chromos. It's been in there since I got the Jeep 99. I think I put that axle in 01, and it's been there ever since. It's been to Moab. It's been around Michigan a lot. I don't know. I try to avoid wheel standing it. I mean, that's probably part of it, I guess.
Try.
Yeah.
We
try. Wheelies.
We try.
Just pop. Just hit it. Just send it.
Yeah. There's no point in keeping that front end on the ground.
Yeah. Why? Anybody can do that.
Yeah. Anyone can drive four wheels through something. Much more fun to get the front end in the air.
Yeah.
Start bouncing through stuff.
She's just like,
Smash.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here to break stuff, have a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time, so let's punish stuff.
Listen, you guys take me out wheeling, and you're like, don't worry about it. We'll fix it. Okay. Well,
That's the problem. That's the first
Okay.
problem right there. We usually go with, like, if you break, you're staying here. Like,
Yeah. You're like, I can't weld that transfer case back together.
I don't mechanic.
I don't.
Mechanic well.
Second shirt.
I just point. You're like, that's broke.
I'm going to get that shirt made,
This
too.
is making horrible noises.
All the smoke came out of this, and all the liquid came out.
Horrible idea. 'Cause he does the same thing, by the way. I'm just saying, it's not like I'm not like no. It's like this is broke. This is like making a noise.
We've been doing it for 2 years. I don't care.
Like, what do you mean? Like, you drive it like this?
Yeah.
So we built my TJ, and we went wheeling all over Moab. I drove it around for a little while here, and I put it away for the winter. The next summer, I get it out, take it to get gas, and brake lines blow out of it. And he's like, that could have happened on a mountain. Did you look at it? I'm like, no, I just put it back in the garage.
I think we were loading up to go to the UP for this last trip, and I walked by the TJ. I'm like, dude, there's so many colors of fluids underneath that thing. Like, oh my god!
It became a really good shelf in my garage, though.
That's good. There's so many flat spots on it. They're great for that. They don't. They break. They sit broke for a while. They're flat.
We got to
store a bunch of things on them.
I promised the wife would fix hers this year, so I got to get hers fixed so she can drive it around and be badass. Nice. Yeah, and then we'll look at mine later.
Can always tell our parking spaces.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mine's got
it's leaking it. It has it.
A
it's
lot
fine.
of red fluid. Yeah.
Yeah, you lost trans and brake.
Yeah. I think most of the brake's done. I think it stopped leaking already. I think it's mostly trans now.
Perfect. It's just hemorrhaging fluid.
But it's killing all the bugs in my garage for some reason, which is super rad. They're all dead in a little pool underneath my Jeep. So they're not in my kayaks and stuff, which I'm cool with.
That's a win.
Yeah.
It's a win.
I don't see a problem.
No. And
Yeah.
nothing, then the trans isn't rusty.
It's aluminum, but sure, yeah, okay, go with that. I think that's like the mechanical guy. Like that's like the jealousy I have.
Yep.
Is y'all can just go out there and beat on it, and you're like, I'm like, stressing out. I'm like, that could be like the pinion bearing. What if that's
I just turned the radio up.
And no, he doesn't.
He's like, hey, you hear that? I'm like, yeah, crank up the radio. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, I ignore a bunch of stuff too.
Yeah. But the problem is, like, what's your rule?
What do you mean?
What's your go-to mantra?
You can do anything once.
Oh, that. If you know the rules, you can break them.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So he's like, yeah, I shouldn't be doing that. But if I don't go over 30, it'll be okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah. And then you drive your Jeep across the Upper Peninsula for 4 hours. Horrible idea.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Why would you do that?
It's fine.
No. It wasn't. We almost died several times. He doesn't know because he was asleep.
Dude, I don't know what happened to me. Like, I had like narcolepsy.
He was. He
might
kept
be like
passing out.
Dude, I would be sitting there talking. We'd be talking.
Kind of the best. He's probably the best Jeep passenger you can have because he's not screaming in terror every time the Jeep decides to all of a sudden veer towards a double gravel hauler.
But every time I woke up,
you.
that's what it was doing. Every time I wake up, like, oh, there's a log
You still
truck.
didn't scream. You're like, he's got this.
I'm like, this is my time. Like, it's what it is, bro. Had a great weekend.
Worst ways to go out.
Yeah, definitely.
So you were talking about being at something at KOH or some kind of Ultra 4 race. What was that all about?
Rush,
Okay.
Kentucky.
What's that?
It was just an Ultra 4 race.
Okay, he follows races. I don't.
Yeah.
It was like the East Division or North Division. I'm not sure.
Was that when
series it was?
We got invited by some of the guys from Arizona to come watch it or something, right?
Yeah.
They said, come down. We'll be in Kentucky. You should come down with us. And we're like, I got to work. Adulting is stupid.
Yeah, I think so. But I'm going to try to go to Wisconsin, I think.
Okay.
Crandon.
Yeah. Yeah, that's your routing.
It was awesome. Oh, my God, it was awesome.
Okay.
Like, just such a cool experience. Just being at camp with, like, nothing but race fuel and,
Yes.
Rad people and motors.
All day long, all night long.
V8's letting the Freedom Eagles scream.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Freedom
just amazing,
Eagles.
right? And it wasn't just the Ultra 4 race, so it's not just the race.
Yeah.
It was also rock bouncers, like, guys.
I feel like you're probably a fan of the Rock Bouncers, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the noise.
Yeah.
Full send.
Right. So
Wow.
the first thing, like I've watched YouTube videos, obviously. I've seen it, online, but
Right.
I've never seen it
Yeah, you watch the
in
Mad Ram
person.
11, you're like, those guys are insane.
Right,
They
and then
hit it
you're
hard.
there. You're there seeing it happen. Like
It's
the
that
first
much-
guy, just
It's that better. Like, you're just like, yeah.
unbelievable. It was awesome. So much fun.
It sounds super rad. I mean, it just sounds like something cool to see and cool to be part of and hear
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
rad photos and good people.
So we, the night before the actual event happened, we pulled up on the obstacle, the rock ledge, whatever, the wall, right? And it's like just, you're vertical, like in the buggy, like we're like.
Oh, so you straight went for a ride, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, my Jeep couldn't make it, obviously. My shit's been broke
I feel like
since.
So you
you'd
could have
tried,
sent it.
but
Yeah, you would still try
You're
it.
like-
yeah.
So you pull up on this, and you're just looking like, there's no way anybody's going to make it up
It's not
this.
possible.
It's not
Yeah.
possible for any
Yeah.
vehicle.
I failed
like,
physics, but I get this part.
Yeah.
Right. This can't happen. And then you watch it, like, oh my God, it's just awesome. Like, if you don't find that cool,
Awesome.
like,
Yeah.
if you don't get into that,
Yeah.
I
Right.
can't help you. Like, you might be dead.
Or smarter than us. Like, 'cause
Yeah, much
Well,
smarter. Yeah.
I think there's a difference there, you know what I mean? That's like the East Coast horsepower magic. And the West Coast, they just like drive up it on like some bald stickies.
it's like all that
Just
argument
awesome.
all the time. Like, West Coast, East Coast, but they're both rad. But like some of the stuff we
In
have to do
so
out here.
many different ways.
Yeah.
West Coast just magically walks up this like 90-degree. Like, how did you just defy gravity?
'Cause it's
It's
still-
And then
Impossible.
the East Coast is like, we're just going to give it 1,200 horsepower, and we're just going to just launch it up there.
Yeah.
Up this muddy, slimy, jagged cliff.
with like bowling ball sized boulders shooting out in the roost, taking people out down the hill. Like,
Right.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
I don't know how you maintain control driving. Like, these guys, like, you have to be such a talented driver. Like,
Right.
how do you do that? How do you maintain
Yeah.
control?
Because they're steering with the front and the rear.
Yeah.
Most of them
Yeah.
have like the rear steer. And
It's crazy.
It's so much like, remember, you used to watch motocross back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Remember Ricky Carmichael?
yeah,
He always said you have to be okay with chaos
yeah.
because the bike would do so much underneath him, and he would just be
Right.
like,
That's
what these rock bouncers
That
are.
goes
They-
back to that whole dirt bike conversation that
Yeah, that's right.
I've never been down with.
Yep. So for him, it was like the bike would do so much craziness. These guys have to be okay with chaos because the tires are spitting, the motor's
Yeah.
screaming, and you're just
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude, I'm good.
I mean,
You're
let's-
upside
let-
down and you're still driving.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
you're
let's-
still trying to recover. Like,
Yeah.
you're still driving.
Absolutely. You're just giving suggestions.
Right.
You're like, I kind of want to go in that
yeah.
area.
There's a tree on the left. I want to kind of angle right if I
Yeah.
could.
Oh, I hit the tree. Oh, damn it.
And then there's me at Windrock, and I'm like 2 feet on the brake. Like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, fucking stop it right now. Like, I can't.
Somebody found
game over.
religion real quick.
Like,
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like, please stop. If I ask one thing, just stop.
it's amazing to me.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I can understand that.
We totally understand that. We get that.
I want to do it.
Anybody out there that's got a sponsorship available, she's willing to beat your rig into submission.
Yes. Sahara identifies as a rock bouncer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's Pride Month.
I kind of got that impression. Like,
Another sticker right there.
Can I get a rainbow?
Identify as a rock bouncer.
I identify as a rock bouncer. Someone's stealing that for sure.
That's gone already. Angel, I hope it's you, bro. Like,
it's got to be. If anyone.
He's on his circuit right now. His little cricket in the basement, cutting him out.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Hopefully he recognized they're both wearing his hat tonight.
I hope he does. Angel, shout out.
It's over here, right?
Seven slot, bro.
Pride.
Absolutely. Right there. Bam.
Yeah.
7 slot.
Okay.
Well, we are at the magic 55 minutes.
Really? That was 55 minutes?
It was like probably time. It was a good hang.
Really?
Absolutely.
That's it?
I can always have you back if people like you.
Well, nobody likes me, so.
I always have you back and
Yeah,
always have you back and fix your junk. You put it up on the hoist and fix your junk. Or like look at all the stuff.
You know what?
Is that an offer?
Yes, absolutely. You're official friend of the Off-Road Garage podcast. The lift is yours.
She's about to pull it in right now.
Pull it in right now and be like, fix this.
Start smoking on the way here, boys.
You're going to regret this.
Well,
99 problems. Oh. And my Jeep will be all of them.
If it says Jeep on the front, I think it is. It's a problem. Do they engineer it this way?
I think so.
I have a friend who just he just leased his like oldest son or middle son a Jeep for like high school.
This is my friend. I don't know anything about him, but he's my friend.
Whatever. It's one of his kids. He's got like a bunch of kids. They're sons. I don't pay attention. Anyway, I'm like, you really? He's like, oh, that thing's pretty nice. I'm like, oh man. I'm glad you leased it. I'm like, you understand? Like, no, this is a sickness. This is a problem.
Yeah. Not to mention what a high school kid can do to that stupid thing.
Yeah. Well, they're like it's like a modern day high school kid. They're kind of.
Yeah, but he could be a yee boy.
No, he's not.
He could find out.
I know that much.
He could be like,
I might not know the age range that he's in, but I know that he's probably not sending it.
Did you think I would be a yee boy?
I think you are a little bit.
I think you go hard. I know you send it. I like that.
I mean, you're not wearing boots, but other than that, I think you're pretty close.
Yeah.
Well, it's summer. My feet would sweat.
I definitely feel like you give it the beans. I feel like you've definitely seen the rev limiter, but I think you were focused on like the horizon. Like counting stars or something.
Before this goes too far, I should probably hit the music.
Yeah?
Maybe we'll do. Oh, we got 55 minutes. You can get off Instagrams. Hit the music.
Go ahead. Give your Instagrams.
Hit it. Oh, yeah. What's your Instagram? How can people find you?
Kitty Cat JK.
Kitty Cat JK at Instagram. Don't forget Off-Road Garage Podcast and all your major stuff.
Bam. Thanks for hanging out.
If you like her, let us know in the comments. We'll have her back on.